Hey guys, wow. It took me a while, but I finally got this thing to work. It took me like an hour to figure out how to put Lotro in a full screen windowed application because OBS doesn't like real full screen. So here I am, into the Silver Deep. This is Lotro. I've been playing this game for about 4 years, 4.5 years actually now, and I've consistently been playing this MMO at least 2-3 times a week, for multiple hours a week. So I have quite a bit of time in this game. I'm playing a class I've never really played, and that is the Warden. I'm just trying to share with you guys my experience through the game, and I'm going to be trying to do as many quests as possible, but not every single quest indeed. In all the regions, I don't really like doing every starter area. Just one of them is fine. And if you haven't tried this game out, you definitely should. It's free. There's hundreds of quests for free in the beginning starter areas, and it's definitely worth it. So I'm gonna be playing along here. This is Lotro, and it takes place in Middle Earth. So very interesting stuff there. And yeah, I'm gonna be trying this out. What happened to my sound? Okay. So this is a new 64-bit version, but yeah, let's talk to Elrond.
You cannot tarry here any longer.
Skorgrim's forces are upon us, and I fear they make straight for this library. He seeks the relics of Athelion, though I do not know what a dwarf could want with them. These relics were once coveted by a gaunt lord of old. I think the fool believes he can become immortal if he acquires them. Open the satchel. Let me equip all my new stuff.
Good. You are better armed.
Your master Dourhand wishes to see you before you venture out into the fray, but do hurry. This place is not safe for you. And yes, it's actually Athelion is the correct pronunciation. Alright, Dourhand. Escutcheon, my dear student, I wish I could let you stay safe within these walls, but Elrond tells me that Skorgrim makes straight for this library. You must survive the battle outside, I am afraid. I worry for you. Duel with me one last time, my friend, and show me that you are ready. It will ease my heart. So I'm an elf warden. Warden is a complex class that makes skills through combinations of gambit builders. For example, spear shield is the boot, and that interrupts inductions. And then shield spear is persevere. I unlock more gambits as I level up.
There is no time to waste.
Go outside with Dourhand and see what can be done to stop Skorgrim from advancing. The Dourhands cannot be allowed to take the Gaunt Lord's relics. I vowed to keep them safe. I'll hide the relics, and I will join Dourhand in protecting the library. Be safe, young warden. So, my goal for this is to keep each one about 30 minutes in length, not too long, and maybe some editing if I play a bit longer, and then I'll edit out some boring riding parts, and I will get a horse later on, so go Escutcheon.
Oh, Elbrun, Gilthonian.
This is where the storm will converge. Ethelben is below. He will let you through the gate to protect what is left of this refuge. So, I'm currently in the refuge of Athelion right now. Oh, Ethelben. Come, Escutcheon, quickly. The east gate. Skorgrim's forces press hard upon us. So now I blindly run over here and then run the opposite direction, like a mastermind. This gate will not hold long. That's Skorgrim Dourhand. He's evil. We'll see him a while. We cannot tarry here. We must get into the courtyard and bolster our defenses there. Come this way. Warden also has some out-of-combat speed boosts, which will be really useful getting into Moria, if I ever get there. Should continue up west, up the stairs. Okay, so now I'm fighting some Dourhand guys. This is a while back. The actual game will take place hundreds of years from now in the timeline. There's a ranged stance as well for Warden, so I can use my javelin. But this is faster attacks at melee. Wonder how I'm hitting him. So I'm currently level 1 character. I thought that was a gambit. I think I unlock it later. Quick, come in. So yeah, it's really great to see all the lore that happens in this game later on. Tell me though, what news do you bring? Ah,
Megavanen.
Megavanen. I fear for Athelion. How much more can we withstand? And I hear that Skorgrim has not even shown himself yet, which means the worst is yet to come. Aid in the defense of the courtyard. Dourhand. Hurry up, Whitthorn. Come, Escutcheon. The final battle is at hand. This way. That's Skorgrim over there. He's running along. Oh no. Snow Troll. He's an elite. Elbereth. Ethelyn Christ. Oh yeah, Elrond. Take him down. With the flourish at the end. Very beautiful. It was wise to save me instead of the relics because I will help the Fellowship later on, and that will be important for the success of the mission. I'll be a major role in this game of the Quest of the Ring. Stand aside, elf. Talagon, the relics are mine. Never. He's a true warden, protecting this place with everything he has. Talagon. Talagon, no! Be at peace, Talagon Silvertongue. This is a sad day. I wish I returned but a few moments earlier. Talagon wished for you to be safe, Escutcheon, and the relics are now buried with him.
Athelion is...
Alas, Escutcheon, you have lost your beloved master. You may blame me for his death. I could have saved him, but he bade me go to you instead. Talagon was brave to spare your young life. Athelion is ruined now. Talagon was not the only elf to die today. Skorgrim will trouble us no more, and the relics are safely buried. But it was such a needless battle. Athelion will fade. Let's listen.
The old refuge of Athelion lies abandoned, the ruined testament to the greed of Skorgrim Dourhand. 600 years after its fall, dwarves inhabit the ancient halls in the mountains, and Elrond of Rivendell, sensing a threat, has sent his sons Elrohir and Elladan, along with a company of elves to investigate.
Very nice. So yes, 600 years later. It's quite a long time. Hello, Nosgrim.
I have come to offer my service to this party of elves.
I'm here on an errand from Dourhand, leader of our own traveling party. Seems that we have arrived at the same time. Dourhand wishes to understand the circumstances of this coincidental visit, and if we dwarves may be of any assistance to you here. We have come to investigate the long silence since Gorm and Dowsmith became the steward of this hall in Thorin's absence. Yes, that's the Thorin from The Hobbit. Why have the sons of Elrond ventured hither? Oh, talk to Elladan, son of Elrond, so...
It is interesting that the dwarves arrived when we did, though we came for different purposes.
I wonder if our two quests are not unrelated, Escutcheon. What do you think? Well, let us begin our investigation, now that we are all here. Dwalin, though a dwarf, is a friend to Rivendell. We will lend him what help we can.
Will you lend me your ear?
My father is great among the wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray from the mark.
These are the words he imparted to me. Blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, the Dow King walks to take back his throne and finish what was begun. I am no riddle master, but some of the elves in my company have skill in solving such things. Come, let us speak with the riddle masters Marathan and Doralas, for Doralas bade us come here. Hopefully they know where to start looking. Let's accept this quest. Let me speak to you, Marathan.
What do you make of this riddle?
Look yonder, Escutcheon. Thorin's hall belches smoke and soot, and the white snow upon the mountain is black, ere it touches upon the floor of the valley, upon snow-colored black. What do you think? It is rather literal for a riddle.
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
There is only one problem with my logic. Skorgrim has been dead for many long years. He died here when he tried to raid Athelion for elven relics that he believed would ensure his immortality. I hope I have not led the party astray, but my heart tells me Skorgrim is part of this story. Let me speak to... Skorgrim is indeed a big part of the future and the past.
Why did Dourhand lead us here? Skorgrim is dead.
Had I known, I would never have let this party be led here. Skorgrim is dead. My father watched him die. But Marathon believes she has found a piece of the puzzle of the Blackstone, dirty from the Dourhand's slovenly stewardship of these halls. I will permit the investigation to continue, but I am very skeptical and disappointed in Dourhand's judgment. Whether Dourhand was right or wrong in leading us here, my heart warns me that danger is near, as is often the case with the wide world of late. Before getting started, everyone should be prepared. You are a warden, as I can see plainly, but have you mastered your skills? I fear that you will be tested as a warrior in these harsh mountains. You should speak with your trainer to make sure you are ready for what lies ahead. Carthenden.
Greetings, friend.
I'm here to help you
lend me
practice
your
skills
hand?
that will make you a more powerful warden. Okay. He asked us to Death Strike, so that's a gambit. Actually, that's 2 spears in a row. And we've completed his quest.
Sweet-eyed men.
Good, Escutcheon. I think you will be an excellent warden someday. You should now return to Eladan. I believe he wishes to begin the investigations. Take the spear. So I've equipped all my new stuff, which is far better than this old stuff, as you can probably see. Does like triple the damage on all counts.
You have a true warrior's heart.
Learning the ways of a warden throughout your life is not an easy feat, but it is rewarding. I will give Dourhand's theory a chance, since we are here. Marathon is not unconvinced either. We should investigate the ruins of Athelion, the place where Skorgrim fell, to ensure that he is still dead. You were there to watch him die, Escutcheon. Yes, I was, were you not? If Skorgrim's grave is undisturbed, then the mystery will be even greater. Okay, so the refuge of Athelion is up this path, or at least the ruins of the refuge. I'm not going to destroy the gear just yet that he gave me, because it's simply maybe worth selling. Oh, 1 copper. So valuable. Yeah, everything I have is worth 1 copper. Dorniel.
I do not think I have the will to go back into that place.
Oh, that's quite loud. I am lucky to be alive after the injuries I bore the day Athelion fell. I do not think I have the will to go back into that place. It is only a shadow of its former glory now. Only pain remains. 1 second, I'm going to turn down the volume for you guys. Yes, that was quite loud. Nithriel. I was a healer, but my strength in mending was not enough to mend the hurts caused by Skorgrim and his Dourhand warriors. I cannot return here without great sadness in my heart. It was such a needless war. He sought immortality in the relics we kept here, but found only death. Intro where Skorgrim fell. The memories I carry of this place and all those lost are a difficult burden to bear.
How can I be of service?
It was across this bridge that brave Talagon brought the library's walls down upon Skorgrim and himself, thus putting an end to Skorgrim's lust for immortality. The walls smote them both as they crumbled, but that is a strange flower, one that I have never seen before. Is it familiar to you, elf?
Mind my words.
I have been told Skorgrim's body was discovered by Thorin's folk back when he inhabited this land before his death. The dwarf miners dug into the mountain and exposed the ruined cellars of Athelion, and that is where the corpse lay perfectly preserved, in the silver deep mine. When Talagon brought the library down upon them both, they fell to their grave below. You could search for Skorgrim's body where it was last seen, if you seek it still. For my part, I have no wish to look upon Skorgrim again. Defeat pests as I search for the body. I have tried going through that door before. It is locked. Just because I want to not forget to use these, I'm going to put them down in my bar. So if I've got this closed during combat, I can just right click these potions. And as you can see, they do quite a lot of health at this time. Later on, they get less and less until about Arid Mithrin. They get quite powerful again, like 60,000 morale. So I know I have to go there, but I don't want to die because I would definitely die walking down this slope, falling to my death. You can fall a fair distance in this game, but not too far. Otherwise, you will die. Normally, you just get a slow debuff, but it's fine. So, defeating pests. This is my quest log here. Follow the stairs down. Are you joking? There are stairs right from where I came from. All the way down here. It's sad. I can probably take all 4 of these guys at once, so I'm just spamming healing gambits, as none of the gambits are too good, except the healing ones at this level. So find the site where Skorgrim's body was found, and stayed there. So as you can see, we've got some loot. I'll just destroy that. It's pretty irrelevant except to sell. How much money do I have? 4 silver, 72 copper. Let's collect the red flower. Poisonous, deathly look to it. It's an odious red flower. I must bring it to Eladan. My friend Earthly has come online. So this game, most of the quests seem like the objectives seem pretty standard. The epic quest, like later on, gets very interesting. But early on, if you read the text, is the best way to get the enjoyment out of it. It's by far the best way. Because otherwise you'll just be like, why am I spam killing this? But if you read the text, then you have an understanding of why you should be completing the objectives. Something that I don't see many people doing often. They just kind of accept the quest and do it without paying attention, and that seems a lot more boring to not even understand what you're doing. As you can see, I have a personal house. First, I need to get novice, which I think is level 5. I'll be a novice. This is actually a Scutcheon the Third. The other two, I didn't realize that you had to put it in windowed form, so I mean, I wasn't even recording when that happened. Hello, Eladon.
That is a vile little flower, and one I have not seen before.
You say it grew where Skorgrim died, and where his body lay in death for all these years. Such magic is not common with dwarves. His body has been moved, though we do not know where. It seems that the flowers follow him in death. Perhaps they will lead to his new grave.
Red flowers leading a trail of blood through the snow.
He was talking two things at once, saying two things at once. A trail escutcheon. Red flowers leading. Do you think these are the footprints of blood? Blood-red footsteps upon snow-colored black, where the Dour King walks to take the throne, to take back the throne and finish what was begun. We have black snow, and the body of the Dour King has been moved, leaving the fell flowers as footprints. Something evil is at work here, and I'm sure something evil was at work when he sought out our relics for mortality. We must follow him again. My brother is scouting for signs as well. Seek him as you search. So the reason we're heading to the Silverdeep Mines courtyard is because, if you guys remember, there was that flower directly in the gate. And we're going to follow that flower from there to a new grave. But I do see one closer. I don't think we'll be able to pick that up or do anything with it until we've got the previous one. So here we are, red flower. It tells you what quest it's for and deed it's for, if there is a deed. Trail of blood-red footsteps begins at this spot. So deeds are like quests. Like Slayer deed is kill 300 guys of that species, like Barghests. But they don't really have a lore behind them, and the rewards are not quite as fulfilling, so I don't normally do them unless they're easy deeds or explorer deeds. I like doing those. Keep finding more flowers. Is that the next flower on the trail? I think it is. I'll probably be gearing up every 10 levels or so, starting at about level 20 or 30. I think every episode we could probably get about a quarter to a level. Hail Elf, you were one of the company that arrived last night when we did. I wonder if we seek the same thing. I'm here to find out what has become of Gormr. You seek Skorgrim, you say. The Dourhand are his descendants, but Skorgrim is long dead. I asked to speak with the steward. The Dourhands directed me here. This was once a great storage house of thorns. I don't think I like what the Dourhands have done with the place.
Down yonder is Skorgrim, the steward appointed by Dourhand before he left.
I heard one of the guards here talking. Down yonder is Gormr, the steward appointed by Thorin before he left. Gormr is the reason we have come, and the leader of this Dourhand rabble you see all over the place. He harbors no love for Dwalin's folk, nor for those who once lived in Thorin's Hall, before the Dourhands took over. You might as well go speak with him, and find out what he has done here, and why he has grown silent over the years. Maybe he knows where that body you seek has got to. Okay? So, Gormr Doursmith. Warden is supposed to be one of the greatest soloing classes because it's very difficult to master, but it's very rewarding.
Have you come to pay your respects at Skorgrim's tomb?
He's definitely yelling. I see an elf, surely from the party, that has come to settle on the outskirts of that gloomy elf town in the north. What do you want, elf? You have come to Skorgrim's tomb, but Skorgrim was an enemy of your people. Why should I talk to you?
No one is to gain admittance to Skorgrim's tomb.
I'm afraid you have come here for nothing anyway, Escutcheon. No one is to gain admittance to Skorgrim's tomb. It is a sacred ground, and only descendants of Skorgrim, that is, the Dourhands, have leave to enter. You're more than welcome to pay your respects to our fallen king at his shrine, which is just north of here in the Rock-Belly Pit. Skorgrim was a great king, after all, and deserves tribute. Was he not, elf? Yes. Here's our first non-epic quest.
To pay your respects to Skorgrim.
Lord Gorma has told us that you were there when Skorgrim died at the hands of your peoples. We will not tolerate elves in our land unless you help to pay retribution for what they have done. We are having a commemoration of Skorgrim's many achievements as king of the Dourhands, but we need ritual stones, black as pitch. I was not able to find enough for everyone that plans to attend. Therefore, a tribute to Skorgrim King. You should make yourself useful and collect some more. They can be found in and around the Winterheight Cave, east of here. Well, I will be heading that direction. I need to get up this hill somehow. It is probably best just to go right back. So, Rockbelly Pit, and then these are in the Rockbelly Pit as well. As you can see, this first little line here tells you exactly where you need to go. So, found in and around the Rockbelly Pit. There's enough inside. I've already done this part recently, so let me reorganize my inventory. So in this game, there are tiers of equipment or gear. Gray is the lowest tier of equipment and normally has absolutely nothing but armor or but damage. But as you level up, you'll get little stats like +1 agility, which agility is important for wardens. Agility and vitality are important for wardens. And there's higher tiers. So after this green background, yellow words tier, then there's purple, and then turquoise, which is extremely high, and then even orange, which is very difficult to get. So here's our first blackstone. I feel like we can take all the shrill bats since they only have 84 health. So let's just run through and actually so wow, I crashed. That doesn't normally happen. It's a thing that has actually happened with people using DirectX 11 and are in an instance. So I guess this Rockbelly Pit was an instance. But I'll be right back as soon as I can get Lotro running again, and I'll cut this part out. So guys, I'm back, and I switched to DX10, so I shouldn't have this problem again. I only need 2 more bats and 2 more stones. Stones are pretty common, and bats are pretty common. So I need to visit the shrine to Skorgrim in the Rockbelly Pit, and as that's much closer than turning in and running back to visit, I will be doing that now. Again, I'll be trying to do things as efficiently as possible here. A menacing looking statue has been raised in the likeness of the Dourhands, king of old, and now I need to turn in both quests. This little check means I've completed all the objectives and should be fine to turn these quests in. Broken wings. Again, I'm just going to destroy that. Let's open our Hobbit present. You get one daily. Only 200 silver. It's not very much, but it'll do to start us off in the game. So I can probably just drop down, because I don't think it's that high. It's high enough that you can't just like walk up it, but I don't think it's high or steep enough to kill you. So I should just be fine to just drop down. So there's a young cave claw over there. Not even close to killing. Didn't even get any slow debuffs there. So, if I remember correctly, the introduction area, this is all just a big instance, and I'll get out of it.
These are the very stones we need.
Not bad for an elf. Your loyalty to the Dourhands will not be forgotten, Warden. You may soon earn our forgiveness for what your peoples did to our king. As I was saying before you rudely interrupted me, the game, this is just a large instanced area, and I will get out of it probably this episode, but I won't be continuing because it does take a while, and this may be a longer episode than normal.
What do you want?
So you walked in our shrine, did you? As you can see, the Dourhand's reverence of our fallen king is very great. The Longbeards and the elves do not understand such loyalty, so this was perhaps a good lesson for you. But do not go away just yet. I'm sure we can think of more tasks to occupy you while you trespass, Skorgrim.
It will be a busy day for all my folk.
The sword he gave me is not actually any better than mine currently, so I will be pretty much ignoring that. Would you like to be here to witness the ritual of commemoration of a fallen king? As steward of these halls, I welcome you to celebrate with us. It will not be long now. In fact, I believe the preparations begin tonight. What say you, Skorgrim? Think on it, if you will. Return to me when you have decided. Just make sure you make the right decision. Ha! Ho ho! Run along now, friend. I have no more time for you. It will be a busy day for all my folk. So, tell Dourhand, also from The Hobbit. That guy is 10 levels. 10 levels, and I am only 4 levels, so it's probably not good to fight him if I was ever going to. So this will give me food if I complete this quest, which I will.
Thank goodness you're here.
Ah, my good elf, I bid you welcome, and I am at your service. Skorgrim sent me word that you would join us in friendship. You spoke to Gorma recently, did you? The traitor! Skorgrim is not the king of Doran's Hall. This place belongs to Thorin's line. I have too much on my plate for the nonsense of the Dourhands and their strange rituals. All my dwarves are ill since coming here. That is more pressing than Gorma's folly.
All of these dwarves are sick, dying.
We cannot do another thing until I figure out what we can do to help them. I don't even know what happened to make them ill. How can I hope to cure them if I don't know how they came by this plague? Those foul Dourhands have really let this place crumble. Thorin would be livid if he could see it now, full of poison and death. And here is the second non-epic intro quest.
Have you seen the Barrowhounds nearby? Why do Bargus now haunt our fair lands?
In my travels some years ago, I once happened upon the most forsaken place I've ever seen. Dread filled me, and my voice died, and all was cold. The dogs there were the very same as these black, mournful beasts with their eyes full of death. Or have they come to replace the lynx and the wild aurochs herds that roamed here on Thornsday? It does not make any sense. They must be driven off. Bargus, we can probably take 4 of these at once, so I will. I've gotten a title. Let's equip that, shall we? The Wary. I reached the 5th level without dying. The highest is level 20, and after that they stop giving you titles.
Those dogs chill my heart.
You did a good deed for these lands by driving them back. Perhaps someday the lynx and aurochs will be able to return to these parts. Someday. I wonder why the wretched dogs settled here to begin with. So now we have some shoulder pads. This guy is 5 levels higher. Normally 5 levels higher is actually red. 5 to 6 would be red, and 7 and above would be purple, which is basically fight it and die. Let's put this in our consumables area. So I need to collect samples from sick bears and examine patches of strange soil. So let's head on doing that. Offensive strike. The other one ran away because we got too far from his starting points. And now to collect some sludge. I will be looting those light hides because I think this guy is going to be, I think he's going to have a forester thing. I don't really want another tailor as I already have a good tailor, but I think whatever I pick will have forester in it, so. Not completely sure, but it's not bad to loot crafting tools. None of this is useful for crafting. Alright. Dwalin. See the epic ring.
The water of the river has been tainted. That explains it.
And the bears, look, the meat is rotted, even though they are fresh killed. This must be what is taking hold of the dwarves in my party. Many of my dwarves stopped at the river to fill the flask. No wonder they are sick. What can we do?
Mountain springs should be the purest of water.
Especially in these parts, something must be causing the water to run foul. Will you explore the source of the river? Perhaps there will be evidence as to what caused the vile plague, because now we don't even know what it is that's making my poor dwarves sick. If we can make the river run clean again, I have hope for the animals in the snows here as well. Maybe Thornshaw won't be lost to sickness. A putrid spring. So that's a while away. Escutcheon the second only got to this point. If you don't know what escutcheon means, it means shield or sigil. So that's why I chose it for Warden's name, because Warden is definitely a shield. It's one of the only 2 tank classes in the game, the other being Guardian, and I already have one of those, so I will be playing this one. Later on I will be getting Forced March, and most likely I will buy a horse for this character using my mithril coins, which you can buy with in-game currency that you can get for free. So, Ulro here. What? As these guys are ranged, I don't really want to aggro too many of them at once. Talk to Elva here, the brother of Eladan. Graphics are weird with 64-bit, but FPS is better. The dwarves with Dourhand drank from the river water below, you say? That is ill tidings. What? The creatures here are transformed by the plague and look as if they will die very soon. I came this way to scout for signs of my father's dream, but the grim doors here have kept me from getting much farther. Something evil stirs in that cave. Can you feel it?
I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves yet.
When poisons seep into the lands, So oftentimes the land will strive to heal itself, much as our own bodies will fight infection. If you explore inside the mountain, you might find just such an event. I believe that medicinal plants will grow inside, and those will help cure the dwarves, but the source of the poison itself is yet to be discovered, though I have my suspicions. I feel a powerful chill when I stand near this entrance to the mountain. I will stand guard here while you explore the cave. I'm hitting the bind for FPS, so it's right there. So this is my current FPS. Turn it off for now. So I need to collect healing herbs. Wow, whites. Since these are melee, I can probably. Oh, they don't actually even fight me unless you stand next to them. So I'm only going to fight the ones I need to. For example, I need to loot these herbs, and he would have aggroed on me if I stood next to him for too long. As there are medicinal herbs here. That guy is probably not going to threaten. No, he's not. Gonna have to kill him. So we found our first dead. Well, actually, spirit. I guess the Dourhand, the whites were already spirits. Let me collect my last medicinal herb and try to find my way out of here. My chat is getting spammed. So here we are at the door. Ah, need to examine the cave for what might be causing the blight. What could be causing the blight? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe all the whites. Maybe the spirits. I don't believe so. I think I know what it is, though. I think I remember. There's a... Ah, here it is, the shrine. I'm gonna just use healing gambits, as I do not want to die. So I will unlock more gambits as I level up. You cannot defeat us. The little dwarf king shall walk. Is he going to summon Skorgrim? But we are the ones who shall return to life. So he is going to sort of infest Skorgrim as a parasite and live off of Skorgrim's body. I believe I can just run to the exit now. And over here. Yes, no more objectives in here. Ah, another player. A champion. He's not equipping any of his new armor or tools.
Ah, you will be a hero to those dwarves. These leaves can be crushed to make a powerful remedy.
Do you smell the clear sap? It is the blood of the mountain striving to cleanse itself of corruption. Take this vial, escutcheon. I have drained enough sap to save those dwarves. If we can rally them in time, our two parties should be able to rid Erelune of the horrible fate that awaits it. I will not stand idly by while these fair, clean lands are poisoned with death. Go well, my friend. Hopefully, I will see you again when we meet to put a stop to this madness. I'm just gonna run. I unlocked the level 6 move. Sorry. The intro is almost over here. So that's another player. Ah. So now here I can pick a trait spec. Should shield and fist to protect allies from harm. Deadly warlike techniques to defeat foes, javelin and clever tactics to harm and hinder foes. I think we're gonna go red and blue. So this is tankiness. And this is damage. I think I'm gonna stay in damage for most of our landscape stuff as that will help me to kill stuff faster, and then you guys won't have to wait. This hitbox is screwed up. So this quest, I will do this quest later when we get back.
Can this be?
By what miracle do you return with the draught to cure my dwarves? You're a valuable friend to have, escutcheon. Please don't let me get in the way. Go ahead and give that remedy to the sick dwarves. The healing effects are immediately apparent. Olin. Now that there is a hope for the sick among my company, we can deal with the more pressing matter at hand. What is this nonsense about Gormer wishing to raise Skorgrim from the dead? Dead is dead, in my opinion. You can't bring someone back. It sounds like Gormer has gotten some bad ideas in his head, and Iron Loon has become corrupted in his hands. We'll take it back, escutcheon. I'll take the great eyes.
Might you lend me an ear?
We cannot allow the Dourhands to resurrect their king with such foul sorcery, escutcheon. They have poisoned the mountains and soiled the lands of Thorin. Gormer's fall to corruption is unforgivable. Come, let us journey to the tomb. The sons of Elrond are waiting. We will make a great stand against the Dourhands, and they will think twice before falling to greed again. So, I'm actually going to come back again. I have to take another session to finish this, as I have some pressing matters in real life at hand here, but we will use the bedroll to get some rest. And then we will talk to Dwalin and complete the introduction and begin the prologue. And then I think that will end the episode. So I hope you guys... well, actually, it's not ending here yet. So see you guys in just a bit. Hey guys. Alright. So, first off, this quest is the final quest in the introduction, so let's do signs and portents. This bedroll is more comfortable than you expected, or perhaps you're more tired than you realized. You close your eyes, and before long you are lost in dreams. Escutcheon, or escutcheon. Listen
to my words. You know me, and I know you. You are one of my kin. One day, we will take the ships into the west, but it is not yet time. I will not long disturb your sleep. I can visit you in dreams for only a short time. I have looked into my mirror and seen much that worries me. Let me show you.
I normally don't do this quest, but I'm doing it for you guys, so. The dread land of Angmar stirs. Shadows once stretched forth from Angmar to threaten Middle-earth. I fear they will again. That's a scary guy. The Bridge of Khazad. Alright. My mirror shows me much else I do not understand. So that's the Fellowship. And Gandalf in the Balrog, most likely. Did it just sing Sauron? Is that the word it's saying? Some of this may come to pass, or none of it. That is the nature of my mirror's power. It keeps singing Sauron, for real. I didn't know that's what it's saying. All of Middle-earth is endangered by the return of Sauron. Eras. This quest doesn't even give you any experience. We need strength, wisdom, and courage if we are to oppose him. And once you've seen it before. Men, elves, dwarves, and hobbits, all free folk must stand together. 10 out of 10 voice acting there. Here we are back at Karas Galadon.
You are near to wakefulness. The last tendrils of sleep will soon release you. You ask why I wanted to show you this? It is for one reason. I saw you in my mirror, not once or twice, but often. Whether you desire it or not, your fate is tied to that of Middle-earth.
Cool.
Do not forget my words when you awaken. The free peoples of Middle-earth will have need of you. You must not fail them.
Alright, so that was pretty interesting. Indeed. Minor. That sounds like a most curious dream. I never have dreams like that. I would not wish to have such. Signs importance. As you can see, there's no experience associated with that, so once you've seen it once, you've seen it all the time, so you don't need to watch it again. Alright, let's finish the introduction and this episode. The tomb's entrance lies deep in a crag east of here. I don't know what to expect once we get inside, so stay on your guard and be ready for anything. Are you ready to travel to the tomb? So this is our first instance quest.
The Dourhands have allied themselves with evil, fell spirits of old, just as Skorgrim himself did long ago. Now Ivar the Bloodhand, a gaunt lord, threatens to sway the Dourhands to evil with the terrifying ritual about to take place in Skorgrim's tomb.
In Skorgrim's tomb.
There's evil in the air here.
The last time I felt something like this was when I was crossing through Mirkwood all those years ago. We'll need to keep our wits sharp in here. Elro here and the others are here to help, but we shouldn't delay too long, or we may miss our chance to stop whatever evil is happening here. We must go now. Are you ready? So he has Defender rank, which is kind of like elite. He's a normal. He's weak. Defender. So yeah. We must stop the Dourhands. Gorm Smith. Only 505 health, really? Gorma, you must stop this. Stop? Even as the Dourhands reclaim their glory? I think not. No more will Longbeards and elves determine our fortunes. Skorgrim will return. Of course, you will not leave to see it. Dourhands, kill them all. Oh, okay. What's impressive flourish? This is it. Alright, Dwalin. I fear what Gorma has done. We may be too late, but Ivar is too powerful for us to storm the tomb directly. He will stop us if we try. We need to find another way around. Eladan and Elrohir will go see if they can find an alternate path. We will head up these stairs and see if we can sneak around the side. Let's hurry. I believe him. I'm not sure why, but I do. We will have to find a way around. Oh, all those cursed wights that we fought earlier. They're here now. We are too late. The ritual has begun. Wait here. Patience. There are too many for us to overcome. We must wait for the elves. It is time to bring back the great dwarf lord. But first, sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices? What are you saying? Skorgrim must lead the Dourhands to victory. There are more powerful forces awakening. It is not the Dourhands we mean to empower. Let us begin. Skorgrim will right this wrong. Wait. What are you doing? Ivar the Bloodhound. Built to counter Radagast the Brown. By Sauron. I have awoken. Good, then come with me, Skorgrim. We have much to discuss and forces gather that would stop us. I will follow you, Ivar. Let these dwarves handle the others. Skorgrim takes a much more active role in the elf-dwarf storyline than it does in the... I warned you, Gorma, your action was folly from the beginning. I give my life for Skorgrim. He was a base coward. Let us flee this place. We have made a significant blow to the Dourhands. Even if we could not stop the ritual from taking place, Skorgrim will have to be dealt with another day. Quickly now, we must flee. Whatever Ivar has done, this place is coming down around us. We need to leave before this place becomes a tomb of escutcheon. The main way is blocked. We must find the elves and flee this tomb. Skorgrim takes a much more active role in the elf dwarf storyline. Wow, 1,000 hell, that's quite a bit. Than in the man hobbit storyline in this introduction area. The dead look everywhere. It was no easy task reaching this town. The good news, at least, is that we have defeated Gorma and most of the Dourhands. The dead have subsided for a moment, but more will be here before much time passes. We need to get through this door. Several Dourhands ran in here and barricaded themselves inside. My axe will take care of that, no problem. Move aside. Is this Zigglebrook? The legendary Zigglebrook? Stand back now. No. No. Actually, I don't want to die. Just in case it, like... Oh my god. The dead killed the Dourhands. Oh. I feel like they're gonna crawl out of the ground. Oh, it's spirits. No Skorgrim song. There's gonna be more, aren't there? They got Nos. We need to escape this tomb. Quickly now, Dwalin. Okay, this was a bit excessive. So these are the stairs that we could have gone up. Or just we entered. Oh, hello.
Let us leave these halls behind us.
Even though we did not stop the Dourhand's plans, we have done well here this day, Escutcheon. At the end of this day, Thorin's Hall shall be free of the Dourhands, and all will know they are the dwarves of no account. I wonder, though, when will we see the effects of this day and the return of Skorgrim? I hope that after you and your fellow elves leave Thorin's Hall behind you, that you return and aid us. You have proven a valuable friend. Now, let us leave these halls behind us. Are you ready to leave these halls, friend? I, for one, will be glad to put them behind me. So, wow, okay. We're now here in Calondon, which is quite a ways. Everything we did took place in here. And that's only this much. What is this? Ah, the homesteads of Thorin's Hall. I see. And this is only a small portion of... That's just this little thing right here. We still have the whole wide world ahead of us. Into Gondor, to Mordor. Ah, man, I love starting new characters. Anyways, let's finish this quest and wrap up.
Greetings to you.
The sights of Calondim are a wonder to behold, are they not? I must intrude upon your reflection, though, with an important matter. Ah, so I have a milestone now. Very nice, I'll put that travel skills. So, I have a helm as well. So guys, we'll pick up next time here in Calondim. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you really did, be sure to subscribe. I will be doing this Let's Play. And if you're one of my TF2 watchers, then be sure to like, so that I keep making TF2 videos as well, because I just look at my channel overview as a whole, and it would really help if you guys would do that. Let's take a screenshot here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.